So, hello everyone, good evening, and welcome to the ATL Innovation Mission YouTube channel. And welcome to this YouTube live Ask Me Anything session on ATL Marathon. Uh, First of all, thanks to all the viewers who have joined in. And we have a few ATL team members with us. Uh, if you can just share your hands, we have Pratik joining in, we have Shubham, Tanvi, and Deepyaman. Okay, and myself, I'm Suman Pandit, a part of the ATL team. So today, what we are going to do is that we are trying to we are asked a lot of questions. Like we are asking, what do you feel? What kind of doubts you have in ATL Marathon? And we have received a lot of queries since yesterday evening, and we are we'll try and solve them, and hopefully it will be a very interesting session. So to start with, first we'll start with the explanation of what our ATL Marathon is. So we'll give a brief about what ATL Marathon is, what the competition is about, what is the vision of the competition, what prizes you will be winning, what are the important dates, what are the themes, and how what kind of projects you can build. And after that, we'll be taking each and every question. So to begin with, we'll start with the uh, competition video. And so right now, I'll just share the competition video. Audio.
Computer audio.
So hope you all enjoyed the video, and now let's take a deep dive into the competition and try to understand the competition a bit more in detail. So ATL Marathon is nothing but a, a competition for all young innovators like you all, where you can come over, you can innovate, and you can build projects. So it was started in the year 2017 and 18, and this is the fifth edition of the competition. So there have been around 20,000 plus projects, which have been built till date in ATL Marathon, and there have been students from various parts of the country who come over. They try to ideate, they try to research, they try to design something, and then implement their innovations and bring their ideas to life. So, what an ideal or what journey of a student in ATL Marathon looks like? So, the launch. So, when the launch of the ATL Marathon happens, you have been given 2 months to build your solutions, to ideate upon the problem statements, think upon the themes, form your teams, discuss with them, and also come up with various type of ideas, and then also build your projects. So this is called the innovation and prototyping phase. So right now we are in that phase only, and that phase will be going on till the end of February. So you will be going to the drawing board. You'll be going to the ATL lab, try to use the 3D printer, drones, the electronic kits, the different type of sensors, Raspberry Pi, Arduino, and everything else. And you'll be trying to build a project based on trying to solve a problem that you find. After that, like there'll be the evaluation phase will start, and then we'll be announcing the top 350 teams. So once what the speciality of these top 350 teams is that they'll be getting to participate in a very interesting program called as the Student Internship Program or the SIP program. SIP program is the stage where you take your project and you try to refine it and mold it and try to create a better product out of it. So this is like it's done in the partnership with various incubation centers, with various corporate partners like Dell, Bayer, etc. And these are like there are some virtual sessions, there are some physical sessions where students are going to their factories, through their plants, through their incubation centers, experiencing the different type of technologies being used there, talking to them, gaining some insights. There are some mentoring sessions held by them, wherein what they have the project that they have designed over here, they'll be refining it, making it much more better. So next, what happens is that the top teams from these SIP program, they'll be participating in a program known as SEP or Student Entrepreneurship Program. This program for the last 2 years it's being done by Dassault Foundation. So Dassault is a French company, and you might be knowing it popularly by the as a manufacturer of Rafale jets. They are a leader in defense production, and also you might be knowing that they also have a software called as SolidWorks, which you use in 3D designing. So in this SCP program, what we try to do is that we try to take the students into across an entrepreneurial journey. So we try to make them studentpreneurs or student entrepreneurs. So there are various kind of master classes and sessions held with them by the partner, in which they are taught about how to make their product and how to develop a venture out of it. So basically, there are even some pitches wherein they get to pitch for their ideas and also gain funding from it. So this is the holistic kind of a journey what a student does in ATM marathon, and the whole thing happens in the course of a year. So what's different in this year? So there are some very few unique stuff that is being happening this year. The first thing is that the we had a lot of requests from users and students that कि ATL marathon को आप इंग्लिश में क्यों करा दो. There is a but बहुत जन है जो लोग हिंदी में बोलना चाहते हैं. So this year, ATL Marathon will be available in English as well as Hindi, and that's not only the topic, the themes and the description or the form that is available. You can even submit your ideas in Hindi. So आप लोग जो भी प्रोजेक्ट्स बनाएंगे उसको आप लोग हिंदी में उसका वीडियो रिकॉर्ड करके उसका रिसर्च डॉक्यूमेंट आप हिंदी में लिख कर आप उसको सबमिट कर सकते हैं एंड दिस इज द फर्स्ट टाइम दैट इज हैपनिंग सो वी आर we are eager to see many new innovations from different parts of India, like who will be submitting their projects in Hindi. Then another new thing is that uh, we have used a new theme. That is the theme of this year of ATL Marathon is India at G20. So as you might know that India has assumed the presidency from 1st of December 2022. So the themes have been adopted from the G20 working groups. More on this in the future. Last, one more important thing is that like we used to receive a lot of queries from students and ATL charges as well as mentors that you have given a set of themes and the students are not able to find problem statements on those themes. What, how can we submit something else? So in this year, like when you go to the marathon submission page, there will be a theme called as others. So a special aspect that will be is that when you select others, you can define your own problem statement. You can write whatever problem statement you find in your community, you can write about it. Just write the problem statement, and based on that, you can try and develop your innovation. So this was like these are some new stuff that's happening this year. The timeline, simply to mention, is that it has already started. We are already in the third week of ATL Marathon. So the innovation and prototyping and designing and development phase, that it will be going on till 28th of February. So you need to submit all your projects till the 28th of February. After that, we'll be in the month of June, we'll be announcing the top 350 teams. After that, SIP and SCP program will start. So about the theme. So you might be reading all over in the newspapers, watching on television, on social media, that there's like India has got this G20 presidency. So just to make it very, very simple for all the students and teachers, what G20 is, that like G20 is a group of 20 countries, the top 20 top countries from all over India. To be specific, it's 19 countries and European Union. So all these countries come together and form a group. And the main function of this group is that they try to design policy inputs in which like they try to write policy inputs for the world. So India is this like this year's presidency of G20 is being given to India, and so you will see that there are many type of events happening all throughout there. So so it's going to be a very unique opportunity for all the students, wherein they can solve the problems based on these problem statements, and then they can uh, innovate based on these, and it can like whatever, like we are also trying to link it to the G20 event where you can get the students to be able to get some kind of opportunities to present in some showcase like these also. So so there are different type of working groups in G20s. So basically there are 20 working groups, and out of these we have selected 7, and based on that we have designed the problem statements. So Pratik, would you like to share something about the problem statements?
Hello everyone. So as Suman has mentioned that we have taken up themes from G20 working groups. So the broad themes are education, health, agriculture, environment and climate sustainability, development, digital economy, tourism. Every year we get requests from students that they want to create their own innovation to solve a problem that they have identified around them. So this year we have kept an open theme called Others, where you can identify your own problem statement and provide a solution for it. Although we would recommend that you try to give us innovations under these 7 buckets, as next year is going to be all about G20, and we will try to find some overlap between marathon and G20. But still, we encourage you to provide us solutions for whatever problem you think is important to you, your community, or nation on wholes. One more new thing is that we have added a problem statement on life movement, which is a brainchild of our Prime Minister, which talks about individual responsibility of being environmentally conscious and what all steps should we as individuals should take to do our part in tackling the climate change. So we are looking forward to all the amazing entries. Yeah, Suman.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Pratik. So Next comes is that what will we win by participating in this competition. So as we mentioned that there is like the top 350 teams from this competition is get be a part of the student entrepreneurship program where they are given internships in with the leading corporates of India as well as various incubation centers. So in which we are trying to make these projects and turn them into products. And after among these, the top 50 teams will be also part of student entrepreneurship program, where the students will get to try their own entrepreneurial journey for a few months, in which they'll try to create a business venture out of their own products. Apart from these, there'll be some special certificates. First of all, participation certificates will be available for all the students who participates in ATL Marathon. There'll be special certificates for top 10 teams from each state. There'll be from rural areas, from government schools, the top 10 teams from aspirational districts, as well as top 10 teams from children with special needs. Apart from this, another special category that will be given certificates this year is that to the school with the maximum number of innovations. Like if a school has more than 25 projects, that's 25 teams who have participated in ATL Marathon, so they'll be getting a special certificate from Niti Aayog. So what are you waiting for? So you can just go over, you can just log on to ATL, like you can visit the ATL Marathon website, you can visit the AIM website, you can visit MyGov, and you can directly go ahead and participate in it. So few things to remember, like we would say that this competition is open for all ATL as well as non-ATL schools. You need to submit all the details by 28th of February. So I would suggest each and everyone to go over and just form your teams, just register yourselves, put all your names, and then start working on write on your idea. After that, like a team can actually submit more than one problem statement as well, but you need to submit each and everything like separately. Apart from that, like, there are two things that you need to submit. Each and every team needs to submit two specific things. One is the research document on based on which you have like the document on which you have prepared for the competition, as well as a 3-minute video where you'll be trying to explain what your project is all about. So we would like to see that what kind of problem you're solving, how you're solving it, what kind of tools you have developed to solve it, how unique is it, and how it is impacting the society. So the video should try and like capture all of these things, and every team should have maximum of 3 students. And yeah, so that's all about it. Now let's go and add to the main part, that is the ask me anything. So we have yesterday when we floated questions to among the all the students, mentors, and teachers, we received a lot of nice queries. So I will start one by one, and I'd request one of our team members to go ahead and answer these. So the first question that we had was that how many rounds will be there for ATL marathon? Like if a team is participating, how many rounds will be there? Like will it be a multi-round event? Will it be a single round event? And they wanted more clarity about what kind of prizes can be won apart from these also. So Shubham, would you like to answer this?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Suman. So to answer this query, just be very clear, it would be only one round for the ATL marathon. मैं दोबारा रिपीट कर रहा हूँ, सिर्फ एक ही राउंड होगा पूरे ATL मैराथन के लिए, जिसमें आप एंट्री सबमिट करेंगे, हम इवैल्यूएशन करेंगे एंड रिजल्ट्स अनाउंस होंगे. So there would be only one single entry from each team, which would be evaluated and the results would be announced later. Yeah. And for the prizes, Suman, if you can just showcase that presentation again, it would be more clear to all of them. Yes. So for the prizes, so first of all, there would be participation certificate for all the participants who would be registering in ATL Marathon. Besides that, there would be top 350 teams who would be receiving the SIP. SIP is Student Internship Program, where different corporates, incubation centers handhold and mentor the top 350 teams. Out of these 350 teams, top 50 teams would be selected for Student Entrepreneurship Program. We call it as SEP, which would be held with in partnership with the SALT Foundation. And then there are a category of special certificates. For example, top 10 teams from each state, top 10 teams from rural areas, from government schools, from aspirational districts, and including children with special needs. So प्राइजेस का हमारा बहुत बड़ा अम्ब्रेला है. जैसे कि हमने बताया, जो भी पार्टिसिपेट करेगा सबको सर्टिफिकेट जरूर मिलेगा पार्टिसिपेशन का. उसके अलावा जो टॉप 350 टीमें हैं उनको एसआईपी के तहत जोड़ा जाएगा. उसमें से जो टॉप 50 टीम्स निकलेंगी वो एससीपी स्टूडेंट एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप प्रोग्राम से जुड़ेंगी, जो डसॉल्ट फाउंडेशन के साथ होगा. उसके अलावा कुछ कैटेगरीज हैं स्पेशल सर्टिफिकेट की, जैसे टॉप 10 टीम्स हर स्टेट से बताई जाएंगी, रूरल एरिया से, गवर्नमेंट स्कूल से, एस्पिरेशनल डिस्ट्रिक्ट से, और टॉप 10 टीम्स जो चिल्ड्रन विद स्पेशल नीड्स के तहत हम सर्टिफिकेट प्रोवाइड करेंगे. ओके.
Okay.
Hello. And
Thanks a lot, Shubham. Yeah.
so in
You want to
addition
add
to
anything?
this, we give lot of opportunities to students who are the top winners from the marathon, because marathon being our flagship competition, the top teams from the marathon become the part of pool of our top teams. And whenever we get an opportunity to showcase the top teams from ATL, we select them from this list only. So there are a lot of exciting opportunities that come up, such as various educational exhibitions, uh, exhibition in front of CEO Niti Aayog. Few of our top teams visited Rashtrapati Bhavan. So this is not only limited to the certificates, but all kinds of different opportunities where we have to send students, the top students from the ATL community. We usually select them from the marathon top teams only. So please participate and please give your best.
Yeah, so I would like to add, like, this is just a kind of a gateway for you all. So marathon being the flagship competition, like anywhere, any kind of competition, like anywhere we were like being a student innovation ecosystem. If we want to showcase student projects anywhere, so this is the place like, as you might know that there was a serious SIRIUS uh, competition that was like an initiative held by the government of India and government of Russia, wherein students are unique to Russia to showcase their projects to the Prime Minister of India as well as the Prime Minister of Russia. So, like, there is a plethora of opportunities, just that you need to come ahead, build your projects, and showcase your best talent. So, yeah, so I forgot to mention this was a question from Mr. Harshit from Air Force School, Haryana. So, hope Harshit, this would have answered your query. The next question that we have is from Mr. Hariharan, who is ATL in charge from Steady Lecole School in Pondicherry. So, his question is that will a certificate be provided for all participants and projects? And how many members there can be a single, like, what is the maximum member limit in a single team? So, Tanvi, would you like to answer this?
Thanks, Suman, and thanks, Hariharan, for the question. So, just like all my team members mentioned, that each and every participant will be getting a certificate. So, one team with all the participants will be getting a certificate. Apart from that, how many members can there be in a team? Minimum number of people who can be a part of a team is one, and the maximum number of people who can be a part of the team are three. Ideally, it would be good if you collaborate and bring in people from different expertise and collaborate with each other to work on it. However, if you think that you can solely take up that project, then that is again totally your call. So, yeah.
Thanks a lot for the insight, Tanvi. Next question comes from Mr. Hitesh Patel from Atul Vidyalaya in Valsad, Gujarat. So his question is that, can a student build an innovation project based on their own identified problem? Like, is it possible to go ahead and see a problem and just build a project around it? Like, Dipiman sir, would you like to solve it? Like, would you like to share your experience? Sir, you're on mute. Sir, you're on mute.
Dipyaman, you are on mute. Hello, Dipyaman, you are on mute.
Okay. Yeah, I think there is some audio glitch, audio problem that's coming with. So I would like to go ahead and solve this thing. So there is a, like we earlier mentioned, there is a theme called as others. So in the other team, you can just write your own problem statement, define your own problem statement, and you can build a solution based on it. So this is the first time that's being done in ATL Marathon, and we want students who to go ahead and go ahead in their community to just see that what kind of problems the people are facing and try to come up a problem statement for it. So yes, so that would be the answer to Mr. Pratik Pattel's question. And we would like to see many more questions. So please put in your questions in the comment box below. Let's move ahead to the next one. Uh, this is from Sayed sir from Millennium English School in Gulbarga, Karnataka. So it's a very unique question and a question that we regularly get. Like he's asking like how schools having ATL can involve from schools having non-ATLs, like who don't have an ATL, can we involve them into the competition, and how can these non-ATL schools participate in ATL marathon? And is there any documentation or any submission or any procedure that they need to do? So Pratik sir, would you like to share?
Yeah. So basically, we have a provision for non-ATL students to apply for ATL Marathon, but they have to partner with an ATL school. So basically, a student from non-ATL school can participate, but they would have to partner with an ATL school. So how does it work? Is that the team can be either of two or three. So one student at least should be from the ATL school. So it can be either one student from ATL and one from non-ATL, or one from ATL, two from non-ATL, or two from ATL and one from non-ATL. So I'll repeat, a non-ATL school can participate, but they need to have at least one student from ATL school. Apart from that, you need to have a declaration signed from the ATL school. We have uploaded the format on the website. When you fill the form, you will find the format, and you can select any school. When you go to and fill the form, you will find a drop down menu of ATLs. You can select the state or district or the pin code, and you will find the list of ATLs in your surrounding area, and you can select the schools from there, and you can get in touch with those schools. If you face any problems in getting touch with the school, we will help you out. You can contact us, you can mail to us, and we'll try to get you in touch with the respective school. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Pratik sir, for answering the question. Uh, the other question is from Mr. Ikwinder Pal Singh from Government Girls High School in Jammu. The question is that like, is it mandatory to submit both a research document as well as a video for participating in ATL Marathon? Dipyaman sir, would you like to answer this? Or Shubham, would you like to answer this? Like,
Can you just repeat the question?
yeah. So what Ikwinder Pal Singh is asking is that is it mandatory to submit both video as well as research document to participate in ATL Marathon?
Yes, yes. So the answer is yes. Both the research document and the video needs to be submitted. आंसर इसका है हाँ, दोनों ही चीजें सबमिट करनी नेसेसरी हैं, जो रिसर्च डॉक्यूमेंट है और वीडियो है, दोनों ही मैंडेटरी है.
Thanks a lot, sir. Okay. So another interesting question is from Mr. Dhairya Sharma from Hansarat Model School in Punjabi Bagh, Delhi. So the question is, would it be okay to make a prototype or a model, or do I need to all like is it mandatory to make a fully functional product? And is it fine if I use block coding instead of normal coding to develop my project? Dipyaman sir, would you like to answer this?
Okay, so see, prototypes, we want prototypes in our submissions, but you will be judged based on the level of your prototype. And also in the video submissions that you make, we encourage you in the video, please show how your prototype looks, because you will be judged based on that. Okay, so if you are showing something in the video that is from a different, if your video link is directed to a different link other than your prototype, will not be marking you. So please keep that in mind. We want to see your prototype, and we also want to see your prototype in the YouTube video that you submit.
Yeah, exactly. And to add to that, I would like to share that to submit a prototype, it doesn't mean that you just take a breadboard, try to put some sensors, just connect it to Arduino and create a video. So that's now what kind. That's not the kind of project that we are looking at. You need to prepare, try to create a structure using 3D printer, enclose it, create a good looking project, and then submit. And one more thing that we would like to share is that based on our experiences, it's been observed that the video that you made, you need to have multiple things in the video. It needs to showcase what the project is, how it is made, what the model looks like, and also what kind of problem you're solving. And you need to understand that you are not present, so the video is the only thing that you're submitting. So try to creatively design this video, try to shoot it in a very good lighting condition, try to keep the camera still, and then shoot it. So most of the thing is most of the part over here is related to the presentation. So there are a lot of tutorials that you can watch on YouTube to improve your skills on this video making process, I think.
So
So
just
moving to the
yeah. So
Deep.
we are not expecting a product from you, but we want a prototype.
Hmm.
Prototype can be at different levels. Okay.
Hmm.
But of course, you'll be judged on the basis of the level of your prototype. So the competition is huge. So try to submit the best level of prototype that you are able to get.
And if you want some guidance regarding the level of competition, we have recently launched the Ingenious Tinkerers book, which is the top innovations from ATL Marathon of 2020. So you can go to the website, you can download the book, and you can look at some of the top
Exactly.
innovations from the marathon of 2020, and we'll get an idea of the kind of innovations that the students have been submitting. So that will give you some idea of the level of competition that you will be facing.
Yeah, and we need to also create some projects which are more than the blind stake and the simple automatic street lamp kind of project. Try to deep dive into the problem and then come up with a solution and then your project. Okay, thanks a lot, everyone. So the next question that we have is it is coming from the YouTube comments. So it's what should the students write exactly in the research document submission? There is a research document field, but what should it be? What should it contain, and what kind of research is need to be done? Is there any format that they need to follow or anything? Shivam sir, would you like to answer this?
So see, research is the base of uh, the project or the prototype you would be undertaking. So it is very important, as Suman has already mentioned, to deep dive into what you are trying to create. So it is very important to go backwards, research, whether it is a secondary research or primary research, do a bit of deep diving and come to know what actually you want to be the problem statement. So there are two type of research. One is the primary research and another is the secondary research. So primary research is the research where you interview people, interview your stakeholders, and get to know what is the feedback or what is the actual kind of insights of your prototype. And secondary research is the research where you do some bit of research on the website through different links and prepare your kind of the background study. So it is very important in your research document, do include these kinds of components. Okay, how you have done your primary research, whom stakeholders you have reached out to, and what are their feedbacks. Similarly, for those secondary research, you may mention some of the links which you have referred to while creating your research. And don't worry, students, we would be also conducting one special YouTube live session with the experts who will be telling you how to do a research and what the research document should look like. Okay, so in the upcoming video YouTube channels, we would be also launching the research document and how to write your proper research related to the ATL.
Thanks a lot, Shubham, for answering it. Another very quick question that we are getting from the YouTube comments is that it's coming from the mentor community. So they're asking what would be the role of mentor in this whole ATL marathon? What can they do to elevate the participation number from the school? And are there any steps that they can do? Tanvi, I think you'd be the best person to answer this.
Thanks, Suman. So, for this question, I would like to say that all the mentors would have received some sort of intimation from Atal Innovation Mission saying that they have to conduct an orientation session with the school. So, the first step that you can take over here is that conduct an orientation session with the school. Tell them and educate them about what ATL Marathon is. Chances are that most of them are already aware of what ATL Marathon is. Just tell them about the themes, etc., which are there in this time's marathon, and you can help them in with the prototyping, the models, etc. Other thing which you can do is that, for instance, if there is any specific expertise which is required by the student team in your particular school, the school which you are mentoring, you can also connect them with the industry experts in your particular domain, and they can also help them. So I would just repeat this in Hindi also. So सारे मेंटर्स को एक ईमेल मिला होगा जिसमें उनको बताया गया है कि उन्हें एक ओरिएंटेशन सेशन कंडक्ट करना है अपने स्कूल्स के साथ। तो स्टार्ट करने के लिए आप एक ओरिएंटेशन सेशन कंडक्ट करिए अपने स्कूल के साथ में, जहाँ पे आप उनको बताते हैं कि एटीएल मैराथन क्या है, उसके क्या क्या थीम्स है, और आप उनको थोड़ा सा गाइड कर सकते हैं कि वो कैसे प्रोटोटाइप्स डेवलप करें। जैसे कि मेरे सारे टीममेट्स कह रहे हैं कि इस बार हमें चाहिए कि आप प्रॉब्लम की जड़ तक जाएं और अच्छे इनोवेशंस लेके आए। तो मेंटर्स का बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल होता है इस चीज़ में, एंड आप उसमें हेल्प करिए उन लोगों की। और अगर आपके सर्कल में और आप किसी ऐसे इंडस्ट्री एक्सपर्ट को जानते हैं जो आपकी टीम को या आपके स्टूडेंट्स को हेल्प कर सकता है वो प्रोजेक्ट को और बेटर करने की, तो आप उनको उनसे कनेक्ट कराइए। थैंक यू।
Thanks a lot, Tanvi. I hope we receive a lot of help from all the mentor community who are the leaders in taking the adult thinking lab and making it a success across schools. We hope to receive a lot of support from you in the outreach of this program, and like in your schools, like try to make try to make at least 20 teams participate in this event. And in any help that you need from us, we are always there for you. Another question is coming from Dr. Dhariwal, who is ATL school participating. If a team is made by both, can it be from different states? Pratik, would you like to?
Yes. So yes, you can have a non-ATL school can select the ATL school from a different state, but we recommend that you select the schools that is closest to you, because since the you need to have ATL student and non-ATL student both in the same team, it is always better if they are from the same locality so that they can meet up, coordinate, and there can be a coordination between the schools also. So it will be very difficult if you select some schools from some other state, because it will be difficult for the students to coordinate. So yeah, technically you can do it, but we would not recommend it.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Pratik. Another question that we are getting from Dr. Dhariwal only is that, like, can the school register the name of a mentor who is not associated to the school via the Mentor of Change program? Like, if it is a community mentor that the school is appointed, then would you like to answer this?
Yeah, so the answer is yes. Any school can register the name of a mentor who's not assigned to the school, but they are taking help from that particular mentor. तो जैसे कि मैंने पहले भी कहा था, आप किसी से भी हेल्प ले सकते हैं और उसको रजिस्टर कर सकते हैं अगर वो मेंटर अटल इनोवेशन मिशन की तरफ से आपको अलॉट नहीं हुआ है तब भी। Suman, we can go on to the next question.
Yeah. So the next question comes from a student, Paris, from Canal Valley Public School in Haryana. So the question is that, can we submit more than, like, if they have more than one solution, like they want to submit more than one project, can they submit, and what would be the procedure to submit it in ATL marathons? Shubham, would you like to answer this?
Yeah, yeah. Definitely, the answer is yes. A team can submit multiple solutions, but see very carefully. You have to see the problem statement and which the solution of that problem statement it fits into. Okay, so it is very important that you do register for that particular solution each time. So it would be, if there are, you have 7 solutions to, for example, 7 different fields, you can submit those 7 solutions, but make sure that you submit it to the right problem statement, and you have to do the registration for each solution differently. तो आप डेफिनेटली, अगर आप एक टीम है और आपके पास मल्टीपल सॉल्यूशन है, तो आप पहले तो चेक कीजिए कि आपका जो सॉल्यूशन है वो किस प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट के साथ फिट बैठ रहा है, और उसके बाद ट्राई कीजिए कि आप जो भी आपका जो सॉल्यूशन है वो उस प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट के अंदर ही, रेलिवेंट स्टेटमेंट के अंदर ही रजिस्टर हो, ताकि आपको एक अलग से मैराथन आईडी हर एक प्रॉब्लम सॉल्यूशन की मिले। तो ये बहुत जरूरी है, इस चीज का आप ध्यान रखिएगा। आप बिल्कुल एक टीम के होते हुए आप कर सकते हैं मल्टीपल एंट्रीज।
Surely. Thanks a lot, Shubham. And to add to it, I would also like to share कि like if there are if there is a student who also wants to participate in more than one team, that also can be done. So let's say that you are a part of 2 teams, you can also be a part of 2 teams, but for both of the solutions, you need to submit the entries in a separate manner. The next question comes from like it's coming from the YouTube live comments. I think it's coming from a school. It says that does the school get any certificate, like, or only the students are getting certificate for participating in the marathon? Prateek, would you like to answer this? Yeah, was I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the school can get a certificate if there are more than 25 entries from the school. So uh, in other cases, only the students receive the certificate, but we give special mention certificates to the schools who have submitted more than 25 entries.
Yeah. So if you are a school and if you want to get a special appreciation certificate from ATL Innovation Mission, so kindly ensure that there are more than 25 teams who are submitting from your school. Okay. Thanks a lot, Prateek, for answering this.
Yeah, so just to repeat,
Yeah.
add one more point. So if some non-ATL school also collaborates with you, that would also be considered an entry under your name. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll repeat, if a non-ATL school is collaborating with your school, so that entry would also be counted under your school's name. So so not only should you promote the marathon in your school, but you should ensure that more and more community schools from your area also participate in it using uh, your ATL code or your name. Thank you.
Wow. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Prateek. Uh, the next question comes from Mr. Vilas Garar, a mentor from Maharashtra. He is asking, like, is it necessary that we complete the whole process of ATL marathon in one go, or is it fine that I submit my name and details once and then submit the project, research document, and the video at a later point of time? Shubham, would you like to answer this?
So the answer is, see, there are two parts of the application. One is, you can say, the registration, and another is the video and the prototype submission. So definitely, as a team, you can register it first and save it as the draft, and you can register the video and the prototype at the later stage. It is completely fine. And we also encourage, as a team, if you are going ahead for the participation in ATL Marathon, do register now. And then when you are ready with the video and your prototype, you can submit it later. सो ये सभी टीम्स को मैं बताना चाहूंगा कि जो भी एटीएल मैराथन में पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं, उस एप्लीकेशन के 2 पार्ट हैं। एक है जिसमें आप रजिस्ट्रेशन करेंगे अपना, और एक है जिसमें आप वीडियो और रिसर्च डॉक्यूमेंट सबमिट करेंगे। तो जो आप वीडियो और रिसर्च डॉक्यूमेंट सबमिट करेंगे वो आप बाद में भी कर सकते हैं। फिलहाल के लिए आप अपना रजिस्ट्रेशन कंप्लीट कर सकते हैं, तो इसमें कोई भी दिक्कत नहीं है। और हम एनकरेज भी करते हैं इसी चीज में कि आप अभी रजिस्ट्रेशन कर लीजिए, और वीडियो और प्रोटोटाइप आराम से जब आपका हो जाए February 28 से पहले आप सबमिट कर सकते
Thanks a lot, Shubham. I hope it would clear the doubt of Mr. Vilas Garar. The next question comes from Jata Shankar Mishra from Gyan Mandir Public School in Delhi. The question is that like what would be the maximum size limit of the video that needs to be uploaded, and what is would be the maximum size limit for the research document? Prateek, would you like to answer this?
Okay, so the maximum size for the research document is 5 MB. I'll repeat, the maximum size of the research document is 5 MB. For the video, you need to put in the link of the YouTube video. So you don't have to upload the video. You need to upload the video on YouTube and you need to submit the link of that YouTube video on the form. One very important point here is that when you create the YouTube video and submit the link, please make it a public video. Because if you make a private video, we would not be able to access it and the entry is disqualified. Even if your project was brilliant, but if we cannot see it, we won't be able to evaluate it. So please make the video public and then share the YouTube link. I'll repeat in Hindi. The रिसर्च डॉक्यूमेंट का मैक्सिमम साइज 5 MB है और वीडियो के अंदर आपको YouTube पर जाकर वीडियो अपलोड करना है और उसका लिंक यहाँ पर सबमिट करना है। तो YouTube पर जब आप अपलोड करते हैं तो उसे पब्लिक कर दीजिए, उस वीडियो को पब्लिक व्यूइंग के लिए। अगर आप उसको प्राइवेट रखेंगे तो हम उसे एक्सेस नहीं कर पाएंगे और हम एक्सेस नहीं कर पाएंगे तो उसे इवैल्यूएट नहीं कर पाएंगे और आपकी एंट्री डिस्क्वालीफाई हो जाएगी। तो इसीलिए जब आप यूट्यूब वीडियो बनाएं तो उसकी लिंक को आप पब्लिक करें और फिर उस लिंक को आपके सबमिशन के अंदर सबमिट करें। थैंक यू।
Yeah, thanks a lot, Prateek. The next question comes from the YouTube comments. Like, how do we get the learning materials, or are there any learning resources available for that the students and the teachers can use to participate in ATL Marathon? Tanvi, would you like to answer this?
Yeah, sure. So there are a lot of learning resources which are available on the AIM website. So if you go on the AIM website under ATL you will see events. So over there, when you go to ATL
Just a
events and
second, I'll just share the
challenges,
screen too.
yeah,
Tanvi.
yeah, I can do that.
I'll just share the screen.
So if you go on aim.gov.in, which is our official website, and go under AIM initiatives in Atal Tinkering Labs, you go to ATL events and challenges, you click over there and you can see, just scroll down, you can see ATL Marathon. And over there, you can see that there is a lot of data and a lot of learning resources which are available. There are a lot of YouTube videos and everything which is related to this ATL marathon you can find over there. There are, as you can see, there are multiple YouTube videos which are present. So whenever you are creating anything and you feel that you need to know something, say on design thinking or artificial intelligence, you can go to this particular link and you can just directly go and watch the YouTube videos which have been conducted in the past. So this is a huge repository which is available for all of you. मैं इसको हिंदी में भी बोलूँगी एक बार। आप हमारे एम के वेबसाइट पे जाकर, जब आप एम के वेबसाइट पे जाएंगे और वहाँ पे अटल टिंकरिंग लैब्स के अंडर एटीएल मैराथन पे क्लिक करेंगे, वहाँ पे आपको या ये सारे जितना भी वीडियोस आपको दिख रहे हैं, सारे वीडियोस आपको दिख जाएंगे। और अगर आप अपना प्रोटोटाइप बनाते हुए किसी भी चीज़ की आपको लगता है कि आपको जानना है, अगर आपके पास टीचर और मेंटर अवेलेबल हैं तो बहुत बढ़िया, आप उनसे पूछ सकते हैं। बट और अगर आपको खुद से सीखना है तो आप यहाँ पे भी देख सकते हैं। बाकी अगर टीचर्स को कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए है, कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए है, तो हमारे टीचर ट्रेनिंग मॉड्यूल्स भी अवेलेबल हैं जो कि हमारे वेबसाइट पे हैं। सो फॉर टीचर्स ऑल्सो देर आर various teacher training modules which are available and you can actually go and view them. Apart from that, we have, so over here you can see that these are the teacher training modules which are present over here. there is unbox tinkering, and then this is the self-learning portal which was launched. So you can learn through this also. Apart from this, you can also see that there are a lot of other modules also which are present, and the students can learn from them.
Okay, thanks a lot, Tanvi, for the guidance. Moving on towards the last few minutes, we'll be wrapping up our session at 5 o'clock. So we are just browsing through the YouTube channel and getting some comments. One interesting comment that we got is that sir, क्या अगर एक टीम पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हो और उसमें 3 बच्चे हो तो क्या तीनों को सर्टिफिकेट मिलेगा या फिर एक को ही सर्टिफिकेट मिलेगा? शुभ, व्हाट वुड यू लाइक टू आंसर?
हाँ, तीनों को सर्टिफिकेट मिलेगा। आप बिल्कुल निश्चिंत रहिए, जो भी पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे, जो भी टीम फॉर्म करेंगे, सभी टीम मेंबर्स को सर्टिफिकेट दिया जाएगा।
या और उनको पार्टिसिपेशन सर्टिफिकेट हर सभी को मिलेगा और टॉप 350 सर्टिफिकेट का, जो लोग टॉप 350 टीम्स रहेंगे उनको टॉप 350 का सर्टिफिकेट मिलेगा। ओके, अनदर इज दैट लाइक can we improvise the projects that we have already submitted in ATL Marathon 2021? Like, consider कि आपने अगर पहले को submit किया होगा, can we improvise it in this edition? Prateek sir, would you like to answer?
Ideally, we want you to go through the entire journey of marathon of research, ideate, innovate, uh, because that is the most important lesson that we want you to take from the marathon. See, the product does not matter, but how you research around it, how you think about it, how you talk to different people to identify a solution, to think of different ideas, and then after all that research and working on it, you come out with a solution. So this journey of an innovator, that is what we are trying to promote through ATL Marathon, because that is what will help you ultimately when you start working or you become an entrepreneur. So we would want you to think fresh, bring in fresh new ideas, and you have the new themes around G20 now. So we want you to work on new ideas and create a new innovations. So we don't want you to just copy paste what you submitted there and just add on few things. You can keep on working on those things. Uh, that is something that you have been doing. So you should obviously continue, keep refining it. And if you need some help from us, you can always get it. But for the marathon, we would want you to think fresh and submit new ideas. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Prateek. So, last question that I was getting from the ATL in charge of government model senior secondary school, uh, Muragri. So the question is that how many teams, how many teams can a single person join? So just like as we shared earlier, there like a single person can join multiple teams too. But whenever there are multiple projects to be submitted, we are requesting each and every team to submit the project differently. So if there are 2 projects that you want to submit, so and they are on different teams, so you'll have to register once again with all the details, and you need to fill the details and submit your video, submit your research document separately. Okay. So that would actually bring us to the end of the session, and hope you all have enjoyed the session. We would love to do many more such sessions. If we have missed any of our queries, please do write to us. You can mail us. You can write to us on our WhatsApp group, and we would like to see all of the students follow the process of marathon. That is research, ideate, innovate, and implement. So right now it's the early stages. So we would like to you all to go through the research process, try to ideate on the ideas, try to discuss the ideas with your teachers, your mentors, with your fellow students also, and try to make the best out of this is situation, and try to create the best solution that's possible. Try to question yourself, can this be even more better? Like, if this is a project, can I improve anything else on it? You have time. There are around 6 to 7 weeks still left to submit your ideas. So all the best from the whole team at Atal Innovation Mission, and we hope to see your ideas very soon. And yes, so happy inventing. So on that note, we'd like to end this webinar. Thank you everyone, and have a nice day.